and Sulakowski and Reina, who came and helped out. And we're glad, and it shall only be for simchas, and from one simcha to another simcha, until the ultimate simcha with the coming of Mashiach speedily in our time. Amen. I would like to say a few words about my son Mordechai. Tonight, we're not talking about politics, we're not talking about mergers, we're not talking about delis, or, in fact, I told the hotel maybe we should have a sign. No soliciting, but how do you have a sign? Don't solicit the solicitors, because we have many leadership here from all walks of life. So we're making a disclaimer, don't solicit the solicitors that are all here. Okay. Tonight I want to talk to my son Mordechai. It'll be a few words, a few moments. Many of you know that Motti has been traveling for many years away from home to study Torah, true Judaism, in the famous day school, Yeshiva in Postville, Iowa. And he has been welcome in the household of Shalom and Leah Rabashkin, who are here with us tonight, and we appreciate them coming such a long way. There have many been times in every weather that Motti would come home, if it's winter or summer. The ride has always been a tough one. Times it was easier than others, but it's a tough ride. And the hardest moment is to leave the house. That's the hardest moment, to tear away, to take your luggage, take your knapsack, take your suitcase, and walk to the car. And that look that he had on his face, and me and Chani, it's like, would tear our hearts. You would think we would never see him again. But the second that car made that right on to the 235, everything seemed to be much brighter. But this is the commitment that Motti was raised with. This is the commitment that he knew that is part of the journey. And this is the commitment that he grew up with. It's not just enough for a parent to educate the children and set the rules in the household. The true commitment is when the child takes that commitment and puts it to work in their own personal life. That's when you know that you delivered something right. When the child rises and takes it and lives by it, with it, for it, and grows with it. Many of you have heard my little joke that I would always say, as me and Chani are getting older, and we're looking at our kids who are also getting older, and I always turn to Chani and said, Label will take over everyday operation, Zalman would take over the publication, the spark, the calendar, and Motti would take over the deli. No question. I want to bring out a very interesting instance that took place, an observation. It was 2 years ago, during summertime. This elderly gentleman came in from out of town. His name was A.B. Cohen. Came in for a business meeting, and he came to the deli. And Motti was with me then, helping me out. And Motti served A.B. his lunch with that smile, with his dimples shining from both sides. And A.B. wanted something else, and Motti brought him. A.B. was in the restaurant and baking equipment industry, and I myself was inquiring about certain equipment, and it was a few months later, and I called him, and he was supposed to get back to me the next morning, only to find out that A.B. went to sleep and never woke up again. Which is, here you're trying to get a hold of a person, and he lets you know that he's going to call you back the next morning, only to find out that he just went to sleep. So it was very, first time such a thing happened to me personally. So I told Motti about this, and Motti tells to me, "Ta, you mean I was the first and last one to serve him in the deli?" And I said, "Yes, you did, and you served him very well." What am I saying here? Motti, I want to tell you, when you meet anybody, we don't know if we'll ever see them again. We have one shot at it. We don't know why God brings us to certain places and why we meet certain people at different times. We'll never know the rest of the story, especially that Paul Harvey's not around to tell us it anymore. So, we really don't know. All we do know is every day we're alive, and all the people we meet, we start another story and another story. And it's a story that keeps on starting and telling itself. And here and there we get to see, here and there we get to feel and come to know what unfolded. We get to see the whole picture. So my son Motti, we are in this world together. And me and Mommy want to thank God, number one, for giving you to us for 13 beautiful years and many, many more years to come and many, many more simchas to come. And as we stand here today in front of you all and sharing, and many of you were by Motti's bris and many of you were by his upsharn, all of you have been by the cutting edge of our Motti. And now he's at his bar mitzvah age, and the Mitzvah Hashem going on to his real intense rabbinic studies. And in Mitzvah Hashem, as you say, l'Torah, l'chuppah, l'maisim tovim. I want to wish him to grow up to be a chayal, a true soldier in the Torah army, in God's army. A chayil stands for Chasid, to be pious, Yerushalayim, to be God-fearing, and Lamda, to be studious in all his endeavors, constantly causing us and being a source of nachas to his parents, to his family, and we should continue on for many, many good days and many good years to come. Right now, I'd like to call up the Jacobson Boy Choir. We're going to sing a few nigunim together, and we'll ask Rabbi Goldstein to give us we're going to sing, the first song we're going to sing to you tonight is a Kveladika song, it's in Yiddish, talking about of what will happen when Mashiach will come, followed by two other nigunim, and then we'll figure out the rest of the program.
Page 12.
Yehi Shem at the name of Baruch Mi'ad Adam, Bashus, Marana, Marabana, Marabasai, Baruch Aleheinu, Shachanu Shalai, Baruch Aleheinu, Shachanu Shalai, Tivachayim.
Everyone together on page 3.
Motti, Yossi, Chani.